taking down the baskets.
Yeah. I decided that next year, when I start replacing banners, I'm gonna go with the one veteran on one side and another veteran on the other. Got fewer banners that way.
Sure.
I'm losing poles like crazy. Sure there'll be some people won't like that plan, but realistic.
Morning. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Good morning.
Okay. I'm gonna give you each one of these.
Okay. Just, we'll let you know that, we have a representative from the newspaper and also a citizen who is videoing the, meeting and will probably be on Facebook or the internet.
Okay.
Okay.
So what we wanna talk to you about is parking during early voting. It's always an issue, but with the presidential year, it's even more so. Papers that we gave you showed the number of voters daily for early voting, in 2020. Every year, we get more early voters in office. It seems to get more popular every year. A lot of people don't even realize you can do it, but,
Or they use the drop box.
Yep.
To drop off their paper ballots.
so that's additional people on top of these numbers that we gave you. So the issue we had last election, I tried to talk to the mayor to, see when they were gonna close which intersection down, because they were jumping back and forth between the intersection at Franklin and the intersection at Columbus, because we have to coordinate with approximately 25, 30 people in picking up things and dropping off things. And I was assured that they weren't going to close this intersection for about a week and a half. Well, the day of, I don't know if it was the day they picked stuff up,
I think it was.
or if it was
Because we
election
were
day.
telling them to do a U-turn here and.
Yeah, well, then they opened up the intersection, so we were having to call people back and say, no, now you need to go down and come around and come in the right direction. And if you're not in Kenton daily, you don't realize that they're doing this all the time, so we were trying to give them a heads up. I would love to be able to, and I don't know if that's a possibility, have some kind of communication with the construction people, so they can let us know, hey, we're looking at approximately 2 days and we're gonna be shutting this intersection down, or we're looking at approximately, the week of this, we're gonna shut this intersection down. I haven't had any communications with those people whatsoever, and I don't know if that's a possibility or not. I don't know how receptive they are to something like that. But, I would have liked to, when I first started thinking about talking to somebody about this, I was thinking, let's get the mayor and you guys and the sheriff and the city police, everybody, the EMA guy, everybody together to discuss what we could possibly do. But then I decided I would just kind of bring it to you guys in your laps. We do have issues with, people parking around the square. I know there are no more 2-hour signs up. It's, first come, first serve on those spots, but we have a lot of offices in the courthouse that use some of these parking spots on a daily basis, and especially the south side. We get voters who are 70, 80 years old, and I hate to ask them to park in the parking lot behind Middlefield and make their way over to the courthouse, because we don't all know how dangerous it is to cross that road.
And those sidewalks are non-existent right now, and I don't know how soon they're going to be replaced.
Right.
Hopefully by election day, that part of the street will be pretty well done. I think that's their plan, but we don't know how those plans are.
Right, but we're talking the month before election day too.
Yeah, we start early voting on October 8th, and we don't quit till November 3rd.
We can send out another notice to the offices.
And I know you guys have done that in the
Yeah,
past.
And try to word it a little more strongly and play on their sympathies, but
Right,
there are some people in this courthouse that just will not walk,
Right.
even though they're more than capable of walking.
right,
And some office holders that tell their employees they can't make you park anywhere else, park where you want.
we understand, and we know that happens, but,
Yeah.
you know, we'd like to play upon their sympathies or their empathy or whatever, and, you know, if it was your grandmother trying to come up and vote, wouldn't you want them to be able to park a little bit closer?
Yep.
I mean, right now, there's only, what, one spot available on this side of the road, on the south side of the courthouse. And I know, maybe I'll talk to, the juvenile office, you know, they have that spot down there, and I don't think anybody really uses it. It's for the juvenile court bailiff.
Yeah, it's very rare, I think, that they actually use it.
Right, so maybe we could talk with them and even take that sign down, so it's a
Or
public
just
parking
even put
spot.
something over it, so you can't.
Yeah, I'd love to be able to see signs put up, voter parking only.
That would be great, that would be great.
And that's a call for the city.
Mm,
You know, it's
They control
parking.
all the parking.
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, we can ask, but that's as far as we can go.
right, and if it's not policed,
Yeah,
Well, and they also, last meeting with the mayor, I think she said by November, or in November, they'll be moving over to this side.
and that, I think it'll be late November before the
Yeah,
end.
so that gets us by election day. But, yeah, this side may be done, hopefully. We'll have to get with her. See, I don't think she knows their schedule from week to week.
I don't think she does
It's all
either.
on weather and equipment.
Right. That's why I didn't know if it would help if somebody talked to the construction people directly. And I know they don't know, but they should know within a 48-hour window
Yeah.
when they could possibly be doing
What is
this.
it, OHM is there?
Yeah, the last, I went to, a couple of weeks ago, I went to one of the construction meetings. And, their plan then was to get all of the sidewalks in and the base layer of asphalt all in before they changed the intersections again. They were gonna leave Franklin open, finish up Columbus, do all of that, then close it, which puts it somewhere around the election day.
Thank you.
Well, the mayor and safety director come in next week for their regular monthly.
Okay,
We'll talk to them then and see if we can get, if they could even make the parking on the south side of Franklin Street, temporary parking only. I don't know what it would take for the city to do that, but they can put up signs and that might help keep our employees from parking there.
right,
But-
right. All right, well, we appreciate any help you can give us, and if you think that there's any avenues that we need to take above and beyond this
She's willing to do it.
discussion.
Yeah.
You just need, plus you need access for setup for voting, tear down for
See,
voting.
we do have curbside voting, but according to the Secretary of State, that's only be implemented if you are unable to come into the
Building.
building.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Physically or.
physically unable to come in.
And what day did you say the early voting starts again?
October 8th.
I thought so, but didn't want to.
Right, and, you know, we have those long extended hours after 5 o'clock. You know, those
Yeah.
few weeks we're here 7:30, 8:30. It's,
Well, that's another thing I asked. Those nights that we're gonna be here until 7:30, 8:30, and it's just us in the courthouse, if there was any way that that automatic light could be just left on. You know, the light in the hallway that's motion
Oh, okay,
detected,
yeah.
we'd like to be able to see who's out there.
right, it goes off after a certain amount of time with nobody walking down through there.
You might,
So-
that would be a Richard request.
Okay.
When
I
did
know.
they agree doing that hallway then? Before election or?
It won't interfere with the election.
Right, but
Yeah, I don't think they'll get it started before then.
Because we try to watch for it to go off, and then we have to go out and wave our hands to get the light to come back on.
Yeah. And it's gonna be especially dark this year because they don't have any streetlights. I thought they were gonna put up temporary lighting at each corner, but I haven't seen that
Well, I know we do have a light right above the door
yet. Mhm.
for our drop box that, you know, to be lit up at night, so, I mean, that'll help some, but I was gonna expand on.
We'll
what
meet
they
with them.
want us to do. Huh?
We'll meet with them next
Okay.
week, or not before, and
See what can be done.
Run
Thank
by.
you. Thank you.
Yep. Well, thanks for coming in this morning.
Stephanie
I have extras.
McCullough. You might need another sheet of paper, it's a long name.
Oh, it's all right. Thank you.
Okay,
So,
alright.
I got a softball and a volleyball one that
Okay.
I send you that I picked out from that list.
Okay, great.
Thank you, by the way.
do you have anything else?
That's all I've got.
I got 11 o'clock.
Oh, yes, we do. Well, nope, we're not done. Good morning, Judge. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, there he is.
What can we do for you today?
Well, I'm here on the opioid money.
Okay,
Well, I mean, originally when all this was set up, we were invited to a meeting. We've been receiving funds. Not me, our court,
Yeah.
our county, appears to be $181,000. I've never received any information that we've been receiving this. I've
Well-
never been put on or given any information to the board. I mean, I'm the Hardin County Municipal Court, I'm not the Kenton Municipal Court,
yes,
and we should be entitled to use some of that for programs in our court.
and there was a meeting last week, and there was discussion, is Judge Grimslid coming? And everybody looked at everybody else and said, I don't know if we sent him a notice.
No, well, I've
No,
never
I
given
think it was
notice of
wrong.
anything, and it's not the first time that they've started issuing money, is it?
They've issued very little.
Okay,
There hasn't been very, like, $4,000 or $5,000 spent out of it, I
Okay.
think, if I remember right.
well, I would like to be
Yes,
invited to put it on the mailing list, I think I should be,
yep,
because I know the other courts are.
yeah.
I
But
think
we
that-
would like to see some of those funds being utilized. They said that a lot of the problem is that the restrictions that were put on what you could spend it for.
There's restrictions and stuff put on there, and one of the things that we have problem with is transportation to services that are, I would like to see something about getting some transportation vouchers or whatever
Yeah,
set
I
up
think
for
that was
seniors
something that
and
was discussed at that meeting too. That was-
And because the city's got like 30,000. Obviously, the court will be able to access a tiny portion of that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's all the portion and all the other stuff
Yeah.
for that, but I'd like to be kept in a loop. It was kind of like, I was at the initial meeting and had never heard anything. So last week I kind of checked around to see, well, I haven't started receiving this money yet or whatever.
I think they put forward something like, she said, 18 projects finally made it to the state.
Well, that's the
Oh, different pool?
region one.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, this is
Right,
hundred
Loudoun
and-
County version.
The county's received 181 from the
Yeah.
state.
Right.
Yeah.
And we received, not we, but the city has received close to 30,000.
Yeah.
So I know there's a pool there, not a huge pool that we can put permanent programs,
Yeah.
but that we be, at least be put in loop.
Yeah.
So
We will make sure that, and I'm not sure who coordinates that information going out, but we'll make sure that you get included.
Yeah, that we should at least get notified and allowed to come in, because some of it can be used legitimately in programs set up by the probation department in our,
Yeah.
in the court for programs. And like I said, the vouchers for travel would be helpful to,
I think another use we talked about at the Alta County Jail was the injections the prisoners get for drug abuse or weaning them off of drugs is pretty expensive. And we didn't know if a fund like this could be utilized.
Probably could, I don't know, I haven't looked at it.
So that's one of the couple things we're looking at.
Yeah.
But,
And they did say that in order to spend the money on an individual, there had to be a diagnosis of opioid issue.
Issue, I mean,
It
specific.
has to be in the paper report.
Yeah, in the paperwork, and
They've run into that problem with the company.
unfortunately, a lot of ours are, right now, are not.
Yeah,
It's
and
not
yeah, that's what they said.
We have heroin's not quite the common of West before, so.
So,
okay.
Okay, that's all, and that's what I was stopping at last week.
I figured, yeah,
And that was nothing that I needed to call again, is right then,
I
but
tried to
that'll happen
look
if we at least know when the meetings are.
Yep.
If we don't show up to them, then it's our fault.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah, we will make sure you get notified.
thank you very much, John.
Thank you.
Now you're done.
Hey, that's great. No, we had no intentions of everybody being included.
Well, I know, because I was at the commission meeting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Because Fred was the one put on the
Yeah.
committee to go up to
right. He-
Tiffin or
Yeah.
up that direction to meet. And I know we went up that first time, we came back and we talked. And he told me what they'd done.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, we have an update on that. They've had projects been submitted, some of them have had preliminary approval, and they're gonna go to the state for final.
okay, thank you.
That's moving forward.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cory, anything else? Okay.
Have a good day.
Yep, you too, Alex.
Hey Roger,
Yeah.
to use the Veterans Hall, is there a form, I think I saw one that was like a request for use form, is that how
There's
you?
one for the outside of the building. Deb takes care of scheduling, that's all.
For there?
Yeah.
Oh, but so there's not a special form for it?
I don't know if she has a form or not.
Okay, thank you.
She takes care of it and I'm out of that loop.
That's right.
And go out and talk to those city workers. See
Are you
if
officially
they
done
can
for the
hold
day?
down. Yep, that is it for today.
Thank you.
Yep.